James Gregool, Nathan Durant and James Boyer, our three officials for Saturday Night Hoops at the Cairns Convention Centre.
Just telling his team, let's take a deep breath, let's get back to our basics, let's not worry. And I think that that's so key because a lot of teams, when they're down, they start to feel...
It can be a little, well, let's just say it'll test your patience.
Particularly on a Saturday night. They've won their last 11 Saturday night games at the Crib, Cairns. A hard team to stop.
Offensive end, and then collectively, defensively, they've got to lock down right here and string stops together. Play with a lot of intensity without fouling.
Take from Jung Lee. Talking about perhaps the struggles with the depth for Cairns. He's got the full complement to play with.
Oh, my word, he has. He's got good depth, and so far, he's got great scoring. Everyone, a lot of three-point firepower on their roster, but they've found that balance between the post touches with Fowling, the early transition three, how they incorporate Tyler Harvey with his strengths. They've really found that groove early in the season.
Trail by as much as 9 early, Illawarra. Back to 3.
Sessions ago, you had a turnover, so what? You're out there to get them points.
Antonio whistled for the foul on the ground.
Orange 6, block, minus.
We're going to keep coming back to it, Ruck, but for the Taipans, it's got to be Rob Edwards.
It does, and the thing I like is that he actually is one of the few players in this league that can go out and get buckets in a bunch of different ways, and in particular with the ball in his hands. And he's strong, but ultimately it's about picking the right time within each possession.
Well, that's right, and you also can be a great decoy. You know that the defense is going to be up and in the entire time, so being able to get your teammates involved when the defense is that tight, so tight, can really help you individually with your scoring as the game goes on as well.
Early in the offense, takes off again. Huge rebound by Calder Gack, out for Jonah Antonio. Gack's after it again.
That length and athleticism, Jack, is impressive. Great timing also.
What about that standing vertical leap off that last rebound? Bradshaw threw a bullet inside. That was too hot for Gack.
Well, Derek, we'll watch this a little more closely, but it seems like when they're in their
with imports, when they come over here, there's such a historical emphasis on scoring. Sometimes guys don't make this adjustment like we're seeing with him early.
25-year-old out of Kentucky. Oh, that's not far away from Jung Lee. That's the
evaluating players, finding players, getting them the cans, and then finding a way to improve them through development, through team philosophy. He does a fantastic job for the Taipans as Lee misses at the rim.
Bradshaw with the outnumber up ahead. Wattenberg strong to the basket.
And the M1. That was a nice finish. And the last two possessions, getting out, pushing the tempo, getting the Illawarra Hawks in defensive transition. And although there were some bodies back there for the Hawks, what just goes up above them.
And I thought the Hawks had done a good job of neutralizing the...
Big minutes tonight from Calder Gack, Edwards, Dufelmeyer, Antonio, Galloway, and Wardenberg. The 5 out there for Cairns. Harvey, Lee, Hickey, Peatling, and Ulbrich for Illawarra. Jung Lee.
What a weapon. He's been sitting on the bench, just gets subbed in. That's, I know it's the third quarter, but that's not that easy to do when you've been sitting down for 7 or 8 minutes. And he's done Galloway's just come out and done exactly the same.
Point lead to the visitors. Harvey's really got his game going in the third quarter. Great look for Hickey. Play back through Ulbrich. Hickey once more, found the cutter, Blanchfield. He can't score.
Really good pass, and it was a good cut by Blanchfield. Just undid his good work with the missed layup.
Heidelberg scores, and one.
Catches that ball in transition.
The shot clock was running down, but like you say, just try and get into the paint. But the level of desperation of the Hawks, that last defensive possession would be encouraging for them.
That's what Coach Tatum was calling for. Contact in that rebounding situation.
Orange 13.
Brought it on Jack
Holding over the shoulder. Black.
in a rebounding contest.
Looking to make it 5 of their last 6 games as wins. Edwards' jump shot off target. Defense thought there might have been a little skip from Cal. Throwing muscles in, and when he gets to that left hand, the rest is automatic.
Did an outstanding job there, being.
Keep going to it.
13, Trey Cal. Better shooter than that.
Stay solid. Stay on the ground. Let's go. Let's go. Please.
It's missed
Please
everything.
do drop the court.
Somehow, from Gak. One Jung Lee, catch and shoot 3. Had them caught him, and he'll be shooting 3 free throws.
And Andrew, that gets to your point as well. They got into good action, good concept. Pull the big up, big dives. We get replace action to one of the best shooters in the league.
And that's right, and they do a really good job of, when Lee is in the game, they've got some sets that are specifically designed for him. So when he's in the game, everyone knows where the strengths, what strengths he brings. They run that floppy actions, which are the pin downs with him coming off those screens, or the yo-yo screens up the top, and they're looking for it.
And he does a good job of finding space, finding spots, reading his players that are handling the ball, creating passing angles for the passer. As he misses one there.
He's 100% on the season before that last miss. So that is rare for him.
He's 11 of 11 coming into tonight.
Taipans bring Dilfermeyer back into and
Points.
this isn't a playoff game, Drew, but it has some elements of a playoff game in terms of half-court nugget.
The Hawks continue their winning start to NBL 25.